Good morning, it is Friday the 15th of January, so we're on day 5 of our Year 2 Maths workbook. So again, like we've said before, just check that you've got the Year 2 workbook in front of you and you're watching the correct video. We've loved seeing your home learning so far, Year 2, so well done for working so hard at home as well. So we're carrying on today looking at counting and ordering. So we're going to turn today to page 5, so it's day 5 and page 5. Now, so far in this section, we've focused mostly on counting, but we are going to start today looking a bit more at the ordering side of ordering numbers. So your first question says, estimate the numbers marked on the number line. Now, you might remember this from school. What does that tricky word estimate mean? Just a little chat with your grown-up now at what you think the word estimate means. Now, estimate just means it's a posh word for guessing, so using what we already know to make a good guess of an answer. So on the number line on your workbook, I've got the same number line on my board here. I've got the numbers, the 2-digit numbers, 30, 50 and 70. Now those are all tens numbers, okay, so I've got 30, 50 and 70. Now on your question there are 2 empty boxes. So what you've got to do is trying to work out, estimate, using what you already know to work out which numbers would go in these boxes here. So what I'd like to do at home, to try and work out what go in these 2 boxes, is first of all, look at what would go halfway between these 2 numbers. So we're not counting in tens because I've got some numbers missing here. So we've got 30, 50. So if we put a line halfway between, I want to tell your grown-up what number is halfway between 30 and 50. What tens number have we missed out there? 30, 50. What number's missing there? So you should have told your grown-up that missing here is 40. 30, 40, 50. Now this number here, this blank number, it's asking you what you would think, estimate roughly what would go here. So if this is 40 in between 30 and 50, just a little chat with your grown-up and have a think about what number you think would go here. So it's closer to 40 than it is to 50. Let's have a look then what would go in between 40 and 50. So in between 40 and 50, 30, 40, 50. Let's have a look going between these 2 numbers here. So I have 30, 35, 40, and you work out what would go here. 30, 35, 40, 45, and then 50. So with your grown-up, I want to try and work out what number you think this is here. Now we know it's going to be more than 40, but smaller than 45. Then on to the next part of the number line, I want you to do the same as what we've done here, but this time it's asking you to work out what is directly in between 50 and 70. Because if we look at the line and the missing number, it's in between 50 and 70. So what tens number is missing here? So that's your first question I'd like to have a little go at. Then we go on to question number 2. Now, this time we are ordering 2-digit numbers. Now, I've colour-coded my numbers so that my tens are red and my ones are blue. Because as we've talked about, 2-digit numbers are made of tens and ones. So a tens number and a ones number. So I've done an example for you here because on question 2 there are different numbers that you're going to order after. But we're going to go for the example first before you do question 2. So let's look at the numbers that Mrs. Wood's got on the board. We've got 24. 24 is made of a 20 and a 4. You just can't see the 0, it's hiding behind the 4. So 24 is made of a 20 and a 4, which is 2 10s and 4 1s. Okay. With your grown-up now, I want you to have a look at these other numbers. So you might want to pause the video and have a look at what each number is made of on my line of numbers. So we've got 17, 81, 54, 73 and 39. Just have a look at what each of these numbers are made of, how many tens and how many ones, and I have colour coded them for you to help you. So once you've had a little chat with your grown-up about what the numbers are made of, we're going to have a think about ordering them. So when we're ordering numbers, we're looking at the tens number. So even if the number has got a lot of ones, it's the tens number that determines if it's the larger number, the smaller number, or the greater number, or the smaller number. So let's have a look at all my numbers on the board here. So this number has got 2 tens to make 20. This number has got 1 10, so it's just got 1 10. This number has got 8 tens to make 80. This number has got 5 tens to make 50. This number has got 7 tens to make, have a go, 70. And this number has got 3 tens to make 30. So which of those numbers have got the greatest amount of tens? Have a think. So with your grown-up, which of those numbers has got the greatest amount of tens? So you should have said 81 has got the greatest amount of tens. So therefore, that would be our largest number. So that would go at the end of our row. So that, if we're ordering the numbers, that would be the largest number. So we put 81 over here. So I started with the largest there. Okay. But we want to put the numbers in order from smallest to largest. So now I'm going to have a look for the smallest number first for my ordering. So which number has got the smallest amount of tens? So is it 24, 17, 54, 73 or 39? So you should have said with your grown-up, the smallest amount of tens in these numbers is 17 because it's only got 1 10. So although it's got 7 ones, which is more ones than this number and more ones than this number, okay, it's still the smallest because we're looking at how many tens it's got. So 17 is going to be my smallest number. Okay, so I've still got these numbers here that I need to order. So after 17, which number has got the next least amount of tens? So, are there any numbers with 2 tens? So my first number had 1 10. Let's look at my next number. So are there any numbers with 2 tens? So I'll tell your grown-up if you can see any numbers with 2 tens. 24 has got 2 tens, so that's going to be the next number in my order. 24. Okay. So we've got 1 10, 2 tens. Let's have a look now if there are any numbers that have 3 tens. Let's have a look with your grown-up. You should have found 39. Okay. Have a look now with your grown-up. Are there any numbers that have 4 tens? There's no numbers that have 4 tens. Are there any numbers that have 5 tens? Yes, there are. 54 has 5 tens. So that's going to be the next number in our order from smallest to largest. Let's have a look now. So we're just left with one number now. So we've got 54. Let's have a look. Are there any numbers with 6 tens? There's no numbers with 6 tens. What about 7 tens? 73 would be the next in our order. And then we started with the largest number at the beginning. So we've now got all the numbers that were muddled up to begin with in the right order from the smallest to the largest. And just remember when you're ordering, it's the tens that you are focusing on. So the tens will determine your smallest number to your largest number. Okay, and then when you go on to the next question, it's asking you this time, like Mrs. Wood did on the last one, to start with the largest. So on question 2, it asks you to start with the smallest number first. So find the number with the smallest amount of tens. Then on question 3, it's asking you to find the number with the largest amount of tens. You're going to work backwards this time. So starting with the largest number, working backwards. And question number 2, starting with the smallest number and moving forwards. Okay. And then the final question, question 4, is asking you to order the numbers at the bottom using the greater than or less than symbol. So you would have seen this in our learning in school. So Mrs. Wood's got a crocodile on her board because we say that Charlie Crocodile likes to eat the largest number. So have a look at the bottom, and I want you to put this symbol for where you think the number is larger. So open the drawer to the largest number. But year 2, can you remember what happens if the answer or the number is the same? Just so you show your grown up at home which symbol we use if the numbers are equal or they are worth the same. You should have shown your grown up this symbol here. So you are looking in the boxes to write in the symbols either to show which number is larger or which value is larger, or if they are worth the same. Okay, that's it for day 5. Have a lovely weekend, and we'll see you on Monday for more maths learning in your Key Stage 1 Maths Year 2 booklet. Again, we can't wait to see you all learning from home, and we'll see you next week.